Hello and welcome. My name is Natalie from the Institutional Banking team in Australia, and thank you for joining me for our Confirmation of Payee in ANZ Transactive Global training webinar. Before I begin, I would like to acknowledge that I'm joining you from Perth, Western Australia, the lands of the Whadjuk people of the Noongar Nation. I also acknowledge the traditional owners on the lands of which you are joining from today. I pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging, and to any Indigenous people from the various lands joining us today. Our training webinars are designed to help you unlock the full potential and get the most out of ANZ Transactive Global, our digital web and mobile banking channel. Through a single interface, you can access common services such as cash management, trade finance, loans, commercial cards, foreign exchange and data insights. In this webinar, I'll be taking you through the new industry-wide feature, Confirmation of Payee, what Confirmation of Payee is, and how this is used in ANZ Transactive Global along with the match outcomes. Following today's session, I would encourage you to view our Digital Services Help page for further information on the topics discussed, as well as revisiting our previous webinars, and I will show you where to find these at the end of today's session. You will see that the Teams chat function is disabled. However, you can ask questions using the Q&A tab, which is located at the top of the screen. My colleagues are online and will answer as many questions as possible as we go. Today's training session is being recorded, and the video and a copy of the question and answers, including any questions we were unable to answer during the session, will be published in ANZ Digital Services Help so you can rewatch or share with colleagues who weren't able to join us live. And the last thing before we start, this session is being conducted using a training environment, which means that some of the screens and system behaviour may appear a little different to what you see in your live ANZ Transactive Global site. So please keep that in mind as we go. For anything outside of ANZ Transactive Global, we will show screens from ANZ Digital Services Help. Confirmation of Payee is an industry-wide service that checks the bank account details entered by a payer with the account details held by the recipient's bank and displays a match outcome to the payer. When you are sending money to a business or an individual using their BSB and account number, Confirmation of Payee will check the account details you have entered with the account details held by the recipient bank and let you know the outcome. Using this information, you can choose whether you want to proceed and make the payment, pause and check the details again, or stop the payment altogether. Confirmation of Payee is available in Australia for Osko or direct entry payment types. Let's start by thinking about what you need to do to prepare for Confirmation of Payee. It is important to ensure that the account name listed on your invoices and websites matches exactly as the name associated with the bank account details you provide your payers. To find this, navigate to the Accounts menu in ANZ Transactive Global, and this will open the Operating Accounts submenu, which will display all accounts that you're entitled to view. By providing your payers, the correct account name, this will help limit the number of inquiries you receive if they are uncertain about whether the bank account they are paying belongs to you. You can find your organisation's bank account name in the Account Name column from this screen. Navigate to the required account, and the account name in that column shows as the account name that is required for Confirmation of Payee, and provide this name to your payers. I would now like to take you through the possible match outcomes, and these are available in ANZ Digital Services Help. So let's navigate to this now. Once you are signed onto ANZ Transactive Global, click Help from the application banner at the top on the right, and this will open ANZ Digital Services Help in a new tab. You can navigate to Confirmation of Payee information in a couple of ways. From the search field, you can type Confirmation of Payee and select the article suggestion. Or you can scroll down to the support categories, select Payments, and from the Payments Overview segment, select Confirmation of Payee. This article provides detailed information about Confirmation of Payee, including a short instructional video, and information on how confirmation of payee works, along with the possible match outcomes. Click the drop-down to view these possible match outcomes. Match. This means that the details you have entered match the bank records of the intended recipient. A close match means the details you've entered closely match the records of the intended recipient. And when you receive this outcome, you will be provided the account name to assist in deciding if you wish to proceed with the payment. A no match means the details you've entered do not match the bank records of the intended recipient. A no match can also be returned where the character limit is exceeded, meaning only a partial name was entered into the field, or another reason could be that the middle name was not included. When a non-individual name is entered and a no match result is achieved, you will be provided the account name to assist in deciding if you wish to proceed with the payment. Account not found means the account could not be found, and this could be due to various reasons. So please check with your intended recipient before proceeding with the payment to this beneficiary. Unable to confirm. This match outcome could be the result of a couple of different reasons, such as the beneficiary bank is unable to confirm a match, the account is not included in the confirmation of payee service, or there is a technical error. It is still recommended that the payer perform your due diligence and confirm the payment details with the beneficiary before making a payment. And inactive result. This indicates that the account is closed. Always check with the intended recipient using a known contact, and if you are unsure, as an incorrect payment can be difficult to retrieve. It is important to note you can proceed with a payment regardless of the confirmation of payee result. However, an inactive outcome will not allow you to proceed as the account has been identified as closed. At the bottom of this article, you will find links to related topics, including step-by-step instructions for creating a direct entry or Osko payment. And these both now include the steps for confirmation of payee. And I would also like to highlight the confirmation of payee frequently asked questions. Here you will find additional information to help you further. Select confirmation of payee, frequently asked questions, and this will open a number of different questions that you may already be thinking about today. For example, do you need to do anything for confirmation of payee to be activated on your logon? No, you don't. If you have access to create beneficiaries and/or payments, the Verify Beneficiary Details field will be available when you make an Osko or direct entry payment to a new beneficiary or when you edit a payee's BSB and account number. There is also a frequently asked question relating to special characters, such as an apostrophe or a dash, and these can be used in ANZ Transactive Global if required. And the final frequently asked question I would like to highlight relates to confirmation of payee as a part of a payment file upload. At this stage, confirmation of payee is a single entry service. We know there is a need beyond this and we are exploring options currently. In the meantime, you can create and add beneficiaries directly in ANZ Transactive Global, and then when you're comfortable, upload your payment file. Let's now look at bringing this to life by creating a new beneficiary in ANZ Transactive Global and exploring the View Beneficiary Details steps. To navigate to the beneficiary menu, click Payments from the main menu on the left, and halfway down the Payments menu, you will notice the Beneficiaries submenu. The Beneficiaries menu in ANZ Transactive Global allows you to create and manage, including approve, edit, delete, and reject a list of your stored beneficiaries. The beneficiary screen provides information including beneficiary name, address, and account details, as well as the beneficiary bank confirmation, the beneficiary bank information. Once a beneficiary has been created and in an approved status, it can then be added to a payment instruction. To create a new beneficiary, click New from the control bar. If required, select a division. Select your region, followed by the payment type. Select the BSB and account number. And please note that confirmation of payee is only available for BSB and account number. Enter the recipient's BSB and account number that you've been provided. And note that as I'm using a demonstration site, some of the fields may appear a little different to what you see in your live site. Enter the beneficiary's name, and you will notice the new View Beneficiary Details button populate. Click this, and in a few seconds, the match outcome will display. In this instance, we have a close match. For a close match, we are provided the account name. Please check with the intended recipient using the known contact to confirm the details, as an incorrect payment can be difficult to retrieve. Click Cancel to make the required changes, or if you're comfortable, you can click Continue to save and submit the changes. If we need to update beneficiary details, we can also achieve this from the Beneficiaries menu. Please remember, though, to follow your organisation's protocols before updating beneficiary details to reduce the risk of scams. Once you are ready to update your beneficiary account details, search and select the beneficiary from your list of saved beneficiaries. To search for a beneficiary, select the filter button in the control bar, and this will open search fields above each column. Enter criteria into one or more of the text boxes that are under each column heading, and data will display matching the request. To edit a beneficiary, this can be achieved in a couple of ways. So you can right-click on a beneficiary and select Edit from the context menu. You can tick the checkbox box for the beneficiary, and from the Actions button in the control bar, select Edit. Or you can click on the beneficiary to display the beneficiary details screen, and then click Edit from the control bar. Make the required amendments, and when amendments are made to a BSB account number or the beneficiary name, this will prompt the Verify Beneficiary Details button to populate. Click the Verify Beneficiary Details button, and the Confirmation of Payee outcome will display. And as you can see in this instance, we have a match. Click Continue if you're comfortable to proceed, and complete the remaining beneficiary details. Click Submit. If your organisation requires beneficiaries to be approved, the beneficiary will move to a pending approval status where it can be approved or rejected as required. If you are an approver, select the beneficiary that is in a pending approval status, and you will notice the Confirmation of Payee outcome midway down the page, along with the date the check was completed. Approve or reject as required using the options in the control bar. If your organisation does not require beneficiaries to be approved, the beneficiary is now ready to be used in a payment. I would now like to take you through the steps for creating a payment and how Confirmation of Payee is incorporated into the payment creation flow. Select the submenu Create Payment. Select Domestic Payment. Select the account you wish to debit and the payment method. As I mentioned earlier, Confirmation of Payee is only available for direct entry and Osko payments. For this payment, I will select a direct entry payment. Complete the payment details field, including payment date, payment name, payment reference, and statement narrative, and direct entry ID if required. Select Add to add a beneficiary to the payment. From the drop-down in Beneficiary Name, we can either add a new beneficiary or select from an existing. Let's select Add a New Beneficiary. The Beneficiary Details screen will populate for our completion. Enter the beneficiary details such as the BSB, account number and account name, and the Verify Beneficiary Details button will populate. Click this to view the Confirmation of Payee outcome. On this occasion, we are notified that this account is no longer active, and you will notice that the Continue button is not an option for this outcome. As the message suggests, please check with the intended recipient for updated or correct bank details. And let's cancel, and once you have the updated information, add this to your payment and then complete the Confirmation of Payee check again. Click Cancel. From this Create Payment screen, You also have the option to edit an existing beneficiary, and this process will also now include the confirmation of payee verification to ensure the new details are checked. Again, please remember to follow your organisation's protocols before updating beneficiary bank information to reduce the risk of scams. So from the drop-down in the beneficiary name, this time we've selected an existing beneficiary. And as you can see, the existing beneficiary name and account number have populated. To edit this, click the details icon on the far right. The beneficiary payment detail screen will populate, and click Edit Beneficiary Hyperlink, which is located to the right of the beneficiary. Update the beneficiary details as required, and this will prompt the Verify Beneficiary Details button to populate. Click this to provide the confirmation of payee outcome. This beneficiary outcome is a match. Click Continue to proceed, and you will also note that the date of the confirmation of payee check will also display. And if you wish to save the updated beneficiary to your address book, tick the checkbox to the left and then click Save. Complete the beneficiary payment details fields, such as the amount, remittance information, and click Save. If required, add any additional beneficiaries and then click Review and Submit. Review the payment details and click Submit, and your payment will now move to a pending approval status where an approver can check and approve the payment for processing. A confirmation pop-up window will appear, providing the payment ID along with next step options. If you are an approver, click View this payment, and this will open the payment in the Current Payments menu, where you can view the payment details and the confirmation of payee result and approve or reject the payment. To view the confirmation of payee result, scroll down to the beneficiary details and click the beneficiary. In the To field, select the beneficiary name hyperlink, which will open the beneficiary details screen. The confirmation of payee result will display along with the date of this result. Once you are ready to approve, navigate back to the payment screen and select Approve or Reject from the control bar. If your organisation uses templates, you can now also use confirmation of payee to check a new or amended beneficiary. Let's create a new template. To do this, navigate to the Template submenu on the left. The template screen will populate, displaying existing templates. And a template allows you to set up frequently used payment instructions to transfer funds from your Australian domiciled AUD account registered in ANZ Transactive Global to a beneficiary's Australian domiciled AUD account. And once successfully created, you can use these pre-configured templates to create your payment instructions. To create a new template, click New from the control bar. Select the required domestic template and select the account you wish the template to debit and the payment method of either direct entry or Osko. Let's select an Osko payment this time. Give your template a name, description, and reference. And if required, select a confidential data group. If required, keep the disabled beneficiary changes for payments created from this template indicator enabled to prevent users from adding or editing any imported beneficiaries, noting that you can still edit the amount or the payment reference of the beneficiaries in the file. Or untick this field so that changes can be made to the beneficiaries if required. Click Add to add beneficiaries to the template. From the drop-down in beneficiary name, any beneficiaries suitable for this payment type will appear here, or click Add to add a new beneficiary. Let's click Add to create a new beneficiary. Again, the beneficiary details screen will populate for completion. And as we have selected Osko payment type in the previous screen, the BSB account number is pre-selected for us in the payment address type field. Enter the BSB and account number and name. Click Verify Beneficiary Details button to view the match outcome. The confirmation of payee outcome is a no match. In this instance, as this was a check for a non-individual name, we are provided the account name. Please do check with the intended recipient the name variance, as an incorrect payment can be difficult to retrieve. Once you have checked with the intended recipient, if you are ready to proceed, click Continue to save and submit the changes. And you will notice that a pop-up appears confirming have you checked with the beneficiary before proceeding. If you are unsure, click Cancel to make any required changes. And then when you are ready, you can add additional beneficiaries to the template and submit for approval. To enhance your payment security, it is recommended Confirmation of Payee should be incorporated into your current Office protocols when creating a new beneficiary or amending an existing beneficiary. This helps you to make sure you are making informed decisions before authorising any payments. And always remember, if you are ever unsure, check with the intended recipient using known contact details. Never rely on the information provided in emails notifying you of changes. Lastly, today, I would like to take you through the support information that is available to you for Confirmation of Payee that I have referred to today. To access ANZ Digital Services Help, simply click on the Help icon in the application banner at the top on the right of your ANZ Transactive Global login, and this will open ANZ Digital Services Help in a new tab. ANZ Digital Services Help is an online self-service database of step-by-step guides, instructional videos, and frequently asked questions for our digital channels, including ANZ Transactive Global. ANZ Digital Services Help is made up of 3 segments: search, popular topics, and support categories. Both Osko and direct entry payment creation instructions have been updated to include Confirmation of Payee steps. To quickly navigate to these, from the search function, type Create Osko and select from Create Osko Payment or Osko Template. The step-by-step instructions for Confirmation of Payee are located within these articles. Scroll down to Add a New Beneficiary drop down, and once selected, select the BSB option. There is also a link to the Confirmation of Payee possible outcomes we looked at earlier for you to reference. You will notice to the left we are in the Payments topic in ANZ Digital Services Help. From here, you can also view the step-by-step instructions for creating and managing beneficiaries. Scroll up a little and select Create and Manage Beneficiaries. A further submenu will populate where you can select from Create a Beneficiary or Manage a Beneficiary. Select as required, and again, the Confirmation of Payee instructions are included in Enter Beneficiary Name, along with the link to the possible outcomes. Navigating back to ANZ Digital Services Help, our popular topics segment includes the most commonly read topics by our customers, and I would like to highlight an important and related topic in our digital services security features tile. Here you will find a couple of short security videos, along with our range of risk management and security features to help you safeguard corporate accounts and information when using our digital services, including ANZ Transactive Global. In addition to this, at the bottom of this article, you will notice links to a couple of other resources, such as our latest security alerts and also our Security Centre page on anz.com for a range of support information and material relating to how ANZ can support you at work and stay protected against cyber threats. And that brings us to the end of our Confirmation of Payee in Transactive Global training webinar. On the page I'm about to display is a list of our upcoming webinars together with a QR code to register for these upcoming events. And I would like to highlight the Foreign Exchange in Transactive Global webinar we are hosting tomorrow. So please join us as we explore foreign exchange contracts and swaps in ANZ Transactive Global. A reminder that a recording of this session, as well as the question and answers, will be added to ANZ Digital Services Help in the coming days, should you wish to revisit or share with your colleagues. And you can get to ANZ Digital Services Help by scanning the QR code that is currently on the screen, or by clicking on the Help icon next time you are signed in to ANZ Transactive Global. I hope this session has been of value, and we look forward to you attending our future ANZ Transactive Global training webinars. Thank you.